A large element in considering your audience is the language that you choose to use, and it comes in whether you choose to write in a formal or informal tone. This is called diction. It's the type and style of language that you'll use. You might write papers in which informal English is appropriate, and this is the type of English that's characterized by like a personal tone, the occasional use of popular expressions, shorter sentences, the use of contractions, and personal pronouns like I, you, and we, etc., and adherence to basic conventions and so on. Basically, the way I talk to you in these videos is a little bit more informal English, to kind of present more formal concepts. This is probably how you've written many papers in the past as well, with personal pronouns and with contractions, and it will be an acceptable form for some of the assignments that we are going to have this year. Now, formal English, on the other hand, may need some clarification, both about how to incorporate it and how it can enhance your writing. Most academic writing should meet the standards of formal English, or formal tone, as we'll sometimes refer to it in class. This level of language is characterized by a serious tone, a careful attention to word choice, longer sentences, strict adherence to traditional conventions, and so on. It also does not include the use of contractions or personal pronouns. Now, I definitely understand if you might be thinking that this is just something that is going to make writing more difficult for you. The fact that we're taking out contractions and we're taking out those personal pronouns. So how can you ever have your own voice as a writer? You might think it's going to be a more difficult task to use formal tone in essays and papers I may have you write throughout the year. But I want to give you an example of how this can actually be a better strategy for you to use, as well as a quick word about how it's not necessarily more confusing either. Consider this claim that I might make in a paper. I think 5 Watt Coffee is the best coffee shop in the Twin Cities. And this is a true statement, by the way. I made a claim here with the intention of convincing my reader that they should take my side, but I can actually make my argument stronger by using formal English. By taking out the personal pronoun, I, it changes the subject of the sentence from I to 5 Watt Coffee. And not only has it turned the sentence into something that sounds more formal, but it's now actually a stronger sentence because it makes a more intense claim. I'm no longer qualifying it as my opinion. I've made a strong claim. I'm owning my opinion, not apologizing for it. You'll find that by taking out some of these personal pronouns, you will actually end up making stronger points than you would have otherwise. 5 Watt Coffee is the best coffee shop in the Twin Cities is a much stronger claim than, well, I think 5 Watt Coffee is the best coffee shop in the Twin Cities. And if you use formal tone throughout your papers, your whole paper is going to seem like it's making a stronger claim than it would if you actually use those personal pronouns.